I never believed in ghosts or curses until that night on Whispering Road. It was a road I had driven many times, lined with old, gnarled trees that seemed to whisper in the wind. But there was one tree, bigger than the rest, that everyone in town warned about. They said it was cursed. They said it had eyes. One cold, moonless night, my car broke down right in front of that tree. The engine died with a shudder, leaving me stranded in the eerie silence. I got out, shivering, both from the cold and a growing sense of dread. The tree loomed over me, its branches stretching like twisted fingers. I felt like it was watching me. My phone had no signal, and there wasn't a house for miles. I had no choice but to walk down the dark road, hoping to find help. As I walked, the wind picked up, and the whispers started. At first, I thought it was just the wind rustling the leaves, but the voices grew louder, more distinct. They sounded like children, whispering secrets. I couldn't understand the words, but the tone was filled with malice. I looked back, and for a moment, I thought I saw eyes in the tree, glowing faintly. I shook my head, telling myself it was just my imagination, but the whispers followed me, growing louder with every step. I quickened my pace, my heart pounding. The road seemed endless, and the trees on either side seemed to close in on me. The whispers turned into giggles, cruel and mocking. I felt a cold hand brush my neck, but when I turned around, there was nothing there. Panic set in. I started to run, my footsteps echoing in the stillness. The whispers turned into screams, and I could feel eyes watching me from every shadow. The trees seemed to reach out, trying to grab me. I stumbled and fell, my knees hitting the rough gravel. As I pushed myself up, I saw it, the big tree. It was in front of me, even though I had been running away from it. Its bark seemed to pulse, and the glowing eyes were now unmistakable. They watched me with a hunger that sent chills down my spine. The whispers became a roar, and I realized they were chanting my name. The tree's branches reached out, wrapping around me. I struggled, but the grip was too strong. The bark split open, revealing a gaping maw filled with sharp, wooden teeth. I screamed, but the sound was swallowed by the night. The last thing I saw was the tree's eyes, filled with a cold, ancient evil. Then everything went black. When I woke up, I was lying on the side of the road. My car was gone, and there was no sign of the big tree. The sun was rising, casting a warm glow over the landscape. I stumbled to my feet and made my way back to town. No one believed my story. They said the big tree had been cut down years ago after too many people had disappeared on Whispering Road. But I know what I saw, and I know that the tree is still out there, waiting for its next victim.